They were very good in the first quarter. They're working this up-tempo on this drive.
Gaskin trying to get a block outside from Robert Hunt, the starting right guard, and Tua looks into a nickel secondary. Gaskin got away from Bentley. And then chased down beautifully by Kyle Duggar. With the 3rd and 11, Gaskin the block. He's improved in that category. Tua, heavy pressure, flag is down, and down he goes. Dante Hightower, hit by Kyle Van Noy. Albert Wilson. Ahmed. The block inside by Hunt, but again, he's driven backwards and loses a yard. They got by Eichenberg, and down he goes. Hit on the play. Uche. Josh Uche pressuring the Dolphin quarterback. Jacksonville, that was in the same recruiting class. The Tagovailoa. There's the handoff, and Ahmed is stuffed. Brought down on the play, and a nice tackle by Adrian Phillips, and a loss of 3, and it's back. Gaskin is in. Wilson on the move. 3rd and 13. Screen pass. Gaskin. Oh, Redwell. Adrian Phillips again. He's had his fingerprints all over this defensive series. It's a loss of 2.
Look at all the guys stacked at the line of scrimmage for the New England Patriots, and they get a hesitation. This is a screen, so you're going to let them get upfield, but an excellent job by the rest of the defense to
3rd and goal. Johnson hit by Guy. Stuffed at the 3. Lost about a half yard. Lawrence Guy has made his trek around the NFL with Green Bay, Colts, Chargers, Baltimore, and they're going to try for 3. The New England defense holds.
Well, and that's just a matter of Guy throwing the offensive lineman away.
Carter. 2 tight ends right there. Look at the great submarine move there by Judon Bentley. Rockets in, throws him for a loss of 3. Back to the 39.
Excellent job by Bentley with his recognition. He's going to be right in the middle of the defense, and everybody up front is occupied man on man, so he gets a free run right into the backfield. Excellent job of wrapping up and bringing him down for a loss.
Games last season, 100 yards in the opener last week. 2nd down, 6, and again this is Coleman hit high and brought down. They have got the momentum. They lose 2, and Kyle Duggar.
And not only that, they have over 100 and they have 117 yards rushing, so they've been doing an effective job. Just too many turnovers right now.
Now the pocket crumbles, and down he goes. Carl Davis. It's the first, I hope we didn't jinx him, first sack by New England. They lose 9, and it goes back to the 35 of the Patriots. Carl Davis, a veteran of 7 years, comes in and wraps up the rookie quarterback for the Jets.
Well, and this is really going to be a coverage sack. They rush 4. Really, it's 3 with the delayed pressure to the outside. They just wanted to drop into window. He has actually put some time into it.
3rd and 8. Carter was back there. Blocking holds up Van Roten, but now they're getting chased by Judon. Matthew Judon from behind brings it down. Flag is thrown. Back at the 24. A short week. Gone across the country and have a lead on the road. 3rd and 4, and down he goes. Hit by a couple. Hightower there. Uche was there. Those 2 linebackers shot through. The front 7 of New England has done a much better job today. Much better game for Hightower, and Uche comes up with a nice play.
Well, and they look like they're going to bring 5, but they drop out and only rush 4, causing flashes like that, and that's why you get excited about his future.
Moves up here. Uche's got him this time on that 1st and 10. Boy, he's been all over the place. Had a sack last week against Miami. Gets a sack right there, so he's got 2 in 2 games. 4th sack of the day.
Which running back, and if it was odd, it's left. If it's even, it's right. Winston under pressure. This is the linebacker that you pointed out at the top, Matt Judon. Back-to-back weeks with a sack for Judon, and a big one here to force 3rd down and long.
And Judon on the backside, not fooled. They've been running this all day over to this way. Watch him keep his shoulder square and then play up the field on the naked boot keep. There he goes. Explode out, cut off the quarterback so he can't get out there to get the flat throw and take him down. Beautifully played, beautifully executed by Matt Judon.
Kamara in motion. Fake to Hill. Winston. Nothing downfield, and there is Dietrich Wise with a clutch defensive play. 3rd down and goal.
really nice job on the coverage, switching guys up, taking guys away. You can see the zone there, and then it's really about Wise getting the inside move, defeating the double team. There's our guy there, number 9, Matt Judon as well, getting to the quarterback.
Into Kamara, and good penetration by the Patriots front. Dietrich Wise and Harvey Longy.
Yeah, you ever wonder what Jameis Winston's responsibility is on that? His responsibility is don't get hurt.
Yep.
Just stand around. Right. What gives him extra possessions?
Here is Kamara, good penetration from the front of the Patriots. And this is from the safety spot. Kyle Duggar is able to come in and finish it off for a loss of 2.
Well, you got Duggar down in the box right here, and then you've got Hightower just penetrating on the backside, trying to sneak through that gap. Everybody meeting, but Kyle Duggar making the tackle right here on Kamara in the backfield. 2-3-man routes, run the football, make sure that we keep him out of harm's way, and even with that, with the limited attempts, Adam,
4-man rush. Pressure from Matt Judon. There he goes. That's a big defensive play for Matt Judon again. He's had a couple of them today. His second sack. And now that's going to force a New Orleans punt. A second straight 3-and-out for the Patriots defense.
Yeah, and he gets a little delay right here. He's out here asking for people to crowd noise, get it up there. Watch the hesitation, and then he gets to the edge on Ramczyk and continues to flow over the top. But I tell you, there were people booing when the Patriots decided to kick a field goal.
Is that bullish kind of player that he was in college.
Yeah, he was the 4th overall pick by Jacksonville a few years back. This time he goes nowhere. Let's take a look at the New England defense. Brady, look out. And there is Judon again. The most impressive of the free agent pickups to this point. Brady called him the best player on Baltimore's defense. That's why they got him.
Yeah, one of those alternative kind of protections here. They were going to try and bring the guard, Alex Kappa, over there and double team him with Fournette. And John said, thank you, no. Just went right through them both. Boy, this game has turned.
From the 6-yard line, trying to bounce his way off, but he can't. Judon is right there, taking care of Fournette there. It'll be 2nd down and goal.
That's really the difference between Judon and the other edge players that they have on this defense, is that Judon is physical enough to come in here and blow this thing up. The other guys, Josh Uche, Chase Winovich, they're really good pass rushers, but they don't have this sort of physical edge that you see from Judon.
Mills cannot escape Judon, and he now has 5.5 sacks on the season.
Defenders always talk about read your keys. That time all the flow going away from Judon. Stay at home, make sure that they don't get outside of you. Excellent job.
Patriots call their first time out. They have 2 remaining. And now with 5.5 sacks, Judon has tied Andre Tippett and Chandler Jones for the most sacks by a Patriot through the first 5 games, and he still has a half to go. On 3rd and goal, Mills trying to buy time. Judon again! 2 sacks on the last 3 plays.
Judon now has more sacks than Chase Winovich, who was the sack leader for the Patriots last year at 5.5.
Bill Belichick calls timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds after this.
And now he has switched sides where he's up top.
3rd and 14, and Moore's going nowhere. What a play by Miles Bryant. Called up off the practice squad. squad yesterday, and the second-year man out of Washington with a great tackle on third down.
So that's almost like a shot play, and you think of shot plays as going down the field.
First down at the 40. And not going to do anything on first down this time, as Barmore is the first to make contact on a loss on the play.
Not kidding. Fantastic special team coach.
As Elliott is stuffed. Coming up to make the play is Bentley.
Come to their feet in Foxborough. Low snap on third down. Wilson in trouble, and down he goes. Miles Bryant with his first NFL sack. And there's your 3 and out.
And it's about communication for the Jets. You can see the receivers looking back at the quarterback going, well, I was hot. We knew he was coming off the slot. That's the nickel corner. That is the most frequent pass rusher coming from the secondary to be able to cash in.
10th play of the drive. Quick pass, and Jamison Crowder is decked by Jalen Mills. A loss of 2.
So if I'm going to run that play, a quick screen to the wide receiver, I'm going to have one of my bigger wide receivers trying to be the blocker, not Elijah Moore, who's probably the smallest. You know, that's why I'm not coaching.
I'm asking the wrong guy. White spins out of trouble, and now he is taken down. And it's the man just off the practice squad, Daniel Equale. Moore in motion on 2nd and 2. Johnson is taken down by Bentley.
A lot of inside runs. You will have a double team, and that double team has to come apart to get to that middle linebacker. If you don't do that, you're going to get a stop behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd down and 10 for LA. Motion man Keenan Allen. Fake it. Rush is coming. Herbert has to adjust, and he's got to eat it. Back at the 30-yard line, Matt Judon. What a season he's put together for New England.
So watch what happens, because someone's supposed to pick up Matthew Judon on the backside, and you see Steven Anderson, 89, coming over from the left side to the right side, but he's way too late. Judon unblind to where the open hole was and getting there.
Herbert on 2nd and 1, trying to step up, not going to get away. He gets thumped by Lawrence Guy.
And this wasn't just a particularly great pass rush, it was great coverage downfield that forced Herbert to step up with nowhere to go with the football. And Lawrence Guy welcomed him with open arms and put Herbert on the ground.
This Los Angeles offense has been very impressive. Herbert sacked, flag down. Barmore, first man there, Matthew Judon.
They're starting right guard, Schofield to the left of your screen, 72 in blue. See him grabbing and reaching, but Barmore is already split.
2nd and 10. This play is buried back at the 30 at the 23-yard line.
Well, Patriots, and even last week, they did a really good job shutting down the run. And so far today, you know that they know that the Panthers.
Darnold throws it the other way, and that doesn't work because being hit immediately and sent to the turf is McCaffrey by Jamie Collins.
Everything right now, it just seems that it doesn't matter what Joe Brady, the offensive coordinator, calls. The Patriots are all over everything. And so you really haven't been able to threaten him outside. His catch rate this season has only been at 38%. You know, they need him to be a big part of this offense.
Darnold pulled down back at the 43-yard line by Matthew Judon.
Well, I think Dennis Daly, he just falls down. And right now it's, you know, the cliche, when it rains it pours, but it's not looking good for Carolina. They have more injuries on that offensive line. And Judon just makes an inside move and makes Daly fall to the ground. And Judon has been an absolute terror. Last week just harassed Justin Herbert. And
dime package. Mayfield sets up the screen. Dearness Johnson loses the ball. Patriots had a chance at it. Uche couldn't jump on it. Van Noy knocked it free, and Johnson goes back to get it to avoid further disaster.
Tremendous teamwork because Matthew Judon forced it initially, and Kyle Van Noy appeared in the spot that Judon vacated. Excellent job of combination coverage and teammates working together. Judon on the pass rush, Van Noy filled the spot that he vacated, pops the ball free.
Ready, go. Line of scrimmage is the 23, 10 seconds left. Mayfield hit as he throws, and the ball ricochets out of bounds. Dietrich Wise jarred it out of there.
Out of bounds at the spot, second down.
And that could have been utter turmoil.
Second down.
So they determined that a fumble, not a forward pass that would be incomplete. Wise getting to him.
And Nick Chubb tested positive for COVID, missed 2 games with a calf injury. And down goes Johnson with Jawan Bentley reading it perfectly.
This is called trusting your eyes. Jawan Bentley sees it, and look at him just trigger and go. Slithers through the hole there. No one has a chance to block him because he trusted what he saw, and when Batonio pulled from his right guard position, he just filled that gap and got into the backfield and stuffed the run. And you mentioned a little while ago about the schedule, not getting it done at home, who they beat along the way. See what happens here.
What happens is a sack. Lawrence Guy among those there, and then a party at the quarterback.
But people were talking about this New England team. Could they beat good teams? That's starting to happen. Guy pushes the pocket, 93. He's there first.
Hard line. Ready, go. Keenum from the gun. Keenum devoured back at the 49. Judon having a career year.
Remember, his previous high was 9.5 sacks with Baltimore in 2018. Njoku tries to chip him, but Blake Hance, who's playing right tackle for the injured All-Pro Jack Conklin, no shot. Now tell me where he was supposed to throw the football. Look at the coverage. Covered, 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 covered. No spot. No spot for him to fit it in there.
And Charles, they're going for it.
Kevin Stefanski's nature anyway.
It's 4th and 19. Keenum flag down, and he's down. Kyle Van Noy. Patriots bring pressure and get to Keenum.
Holding. Offense number 62. That penalty is declined. First down.
Yeah, Van Noy, you're going to get your sack, and your team is going to have a first down going the other way, as he just indicated to John Hussey.
And that's where Cleveland struggles in the offensive line is 62 Blake Hance. They need Jack Conklin back. Tried the takedown, still got the sack.
Like that dealing with your neck. Ernest Johnson dealt with the first wave, but then it was the second wave that got him, including Calvin Munson.
At Las Vegas.
Keenum out of the gun on 3rd and 7. Sacked again. New England continues to get home. Tashawn Bauer comes off the practice squad, called up, and delivers.
And he's at the top of your screen working as Jedrick Wills, the first-round pick from last year. And because there's no one open down here, that allows Bauer that extra time for his second reaction move to work behind Wills and get him. Because Wills had him pushed to the outside.
He's tough, there's no doubt about it. 2nd and 4, and Gallman gets swallowed up as Judon proves he does more than just rush the passer, and Godshaw was there as well. A loss of 3 on the play.
Yeah, I'll say he takes on 2. He goes right through Smith and then 4, but good you're not going to see all the different variations.
Ryan's in trouble, and down he goes as Kyle Van Noy will get credit. A loss of 3. 3rd sack of the year for the former Patriot, former Dolphin, Patriot again.
Kyle Van Noy plays this really well. He's on the outside. I've always liked him. I really loved the way that he played on his first go-around with New England. And he's another one of those confidence grow.
Play action here. And Ryan gets sacked. What a play by Van Noy as they try to throw it on 3rd and half a yard. And the sack loses 13 and makes the 4th down pretty much insurmountable.
Well, Mike Davis, he gets kind of caught in no man's land. They've got 2 rushers that are there, and you see Mike Davis, he has to pick one. He takes Lawrence Guy, and there's Van Noy. You'd like to think that Ryan, and you could tell that he could get rid of that ball.
3rd down and 9. Ryan in trouble, and down he goes. Judon gets another. And Ryan has no chance behind this offensive line right now.
Well, it looked initially like he's going to Kyle Pitts. He gets off it pretty quick. It didn't look clean to him, but he has no chance. I mean, they've got the running back in there to help out, and yet he looks inside. I mean, here comes Matthew Judon. It's one-on-one, and the reason you put a back.
Ryan brings the ball back down, and now down he goes. Godshaw. His first of the year and a loss of 7.
Yeah, he's working against Jalen Mayfield, the left guard. You're going to see him there. Number 92 just pushed Mayfield right back. It's getting a little redundant saying it, but pushed right back into Matt Ryan. He's trying to hold it up and just nowhere to go.
4th sack of the night.
Reading and trying to get the ball downfield.
Handoff here is to Allison, and he's brought down to the backfield by Barmore, a loss of 1.
Wow. I mean, that just shows you right there, the rookie Christian Barmore, 310 pounds, just how explosive he is. Here's a great look at it. Number 90, of course, nobody blocks him. He's able to get right up the field, but to be able to then get over to where he was and make a play.
They start off at the 11-yard line. Handoff. Hilliard nowhere to go. Lawrence Guy leading the charge for New England. One of the many reasons why this Patriots defense has been so good.
And right to the right of your screen, Lawrence Guy, number 93, right through Taylor Lewan, number 77, and Jeff Swaim, number 87, the tight end, was supposed to try and help on that. But Guy splits them essentially and gets right at
3rd and 3 calling the plays for Tennessee. Tannehill, protection holds up initially, and he backs into the rush. And guess who? Matt Judon again.
And the reason Matt Judon was able to finish off that play was the coverage downfield. Watch him working against David Quessenberry, 72. Quessenberry does a nice job by pushing him upfield, and ordinarily your quarterback steps up in the pocket and makes a throw. But because there's no one open downfield, Tannehill wants to tuck it.
If New England holds on to win this game. Tannehill under pressure, ball up in the air and incomplete. Jawan Bentley putting the heat on Ryan Tannehill.
Bentley 8, and he hits the arm as Tannehill tries to throw the football.
Recovered by the offense.
And I think that's the correct call, because he got to the arm before it could start forward, and the motion and the punch of the arm is what propelled the ball forward, not Ryan Tannehill throwing it. Tennessee fortunate they were able to come back up with the football. Watch Bentley right here. See, he gets it before the arm comes forward, so now you have the empty hand. Ball's free. Tennessee able to get it back.
So back it up.
15-yard punt. Allen wants to throw again. Able to complete. Emmanuel Sanders is met immediately by J.C. Jackson. Down to Lisa. Throw the least penalty flags of any NFL crew this season. But they throw him that time. Here's Allen. Going to be dropped back at midfield. First sack of the game. Daniel Ekuale just activated for the game tonight.
You see how this defensive line just rushes with good lane integrity, just continues to fight, continues to work their technique. And that the secondary, the back 7 did a nice job. Got some miscommunication going on in the back.
Allen to throw off the play fake. Now in some trouble, and he's tripped up. Judon eventually will bring him down. Big sack, big play by the New England defense.
They had hard play action, and they wanted to get the ball to Dawson Knox in the back of the end zone. He had a little window there, but when the eyes come down for Josh Allen, when he gets that pressure and his eyes come down there, he doesn't keep him downfield, and he doesn't see Dawson Knox open in the back of the end zone.
One of the things you don't notice on a play like that, Dietrich Wise, who's rushing to Josh Allen's arm side, you see him get that left hand up.
Blitz coming. Wentz in trouble. Looking around, and he is sacked. Dietrich Wise got there, so did Judon, and after the turnover, the Patriots defense gets a big hold.
Yeah, Wise gets the sack, but look at the pressure initially that Matthew Judon gets on Carson Wentz. This is what gets him off his spot. Look, he's got to shuffle up. He gets his right hand on him. He stays alive enough. Then Wise is there to kind of finish him off. Matthew Judon was the star of this free agency class. You touched on it before. It seemed like they spent $1 billion in free agency this year.
3 after all that was sorted out. He's going to run it to Taylor, and Taylor runs into Adrian Phillips, and he is stopped.
Clock here on the ground.
I mean, that first down might buy Indianapolis another 3 minutes. Oh, what a hit that was by Jamie Collins. And now it'll be a 3rd and long.
Team division titles for this franchise since 2000. Isaiah McKenzie nowhere to go.
For Brian Schottenheimer.
On 2nd and 3, Lawrence back to the air. Pressure's coming. Down he goes. Dante Hightower. And that's his first full sack in 2 years since December of 19 against the Bills.
One of the big concerns was what's going to happen when you run stunts on this offensive line that has not worked together. Right guard Casey McDermott goes to his outside, then he has to come back to the inside, needs to get up and spike the ball if it's inbounds.
Lawrence in trouble, and down he goes. Christian Barmore, his first full NFL sack. Had a half sack coming into the game, and now Jacksonville can't stop the clock, and New England is not going to call a timeout. Bawali goes in motion. Lawrence back to Austin, and wrapped up immediately by J.C. Jackson.
Trying to get a look for two eyes at man coverage. Here they come. Pocket starts to muddy to a 6. Kyle Van Noy getting him from the back.
Well, watch Van Noy and Judon get pressure here. Van Noy with a little delayed rush. Sometimes when you delay, the offensive line loses sight of you. You know that Kyle Van Noy, New England not doing their part, down 14.
Jay, this is our kind of reality television. As these two teams, these two games coming right down the stretch. Tagovailoa 15 of 22 for 109 and a touchdown. Back to the ground game, and Judson, and he is going backwards. Nice push by Dietrich Wise for New England. It's a loss of 2.